Hi everyone, thanks for joining our live stream today. To begin with an introduction, my name is Connor. I'm on the Google Ads support team for the UKI market.
Hi, good morning. My name is Winnie and I'm on the Google Ads support team as well, but for the Benelux market.
So this is our third part in our Retail Ready series leading up to Black Friday. And what we're going to focus on today is shopping campaigns and how to get traction on those. So both Winnie and I work in the Google Ads support team. So we do get plenty of queries surrounding shopping campaigns that may not be serving or may not be serving as well as our clients would like. So we do have plenty of experience in this. And what we've done is we've created this deck to hopefully show you some ways on how to get the traction that you're looking for on your shopping campaigns. So to dive right into it, here's our agenda for today. So we've three main points. First of all, we're going to look at some best practices surrounding campaign structure. So these will center on structuring a shopping campaign priority, and then also a catch-all strategy we recommend. Second off, we're going to look at a promotion, so merchant-centered promotions, and we're just going to give a brief introduction on those, what they are, and then also some common rejection reasons. So we've 8 of those to go through. And then finally, we're going to look at some common reasons for low or no traffic shopping campaigns. So we're just going to run through a checklist of what we ourselves would look through when troubleshooting these sort of issues. So to begin with, we're going to look at campaign structure and our best practices surrounding that. I guess the first thing I'd like to point out is 2 weeks ago, Ines and Tamara from my team did a live stream with you guys, and they focus on shopping feeds. So just a point to note is that both feeds and campaigns are interlinked and interrelated. So we would always recommend looking at the two of them together as opposed to focusing on these in isolation.
And I'll just quickly talk to you about 6 attributes in your feed that we think are really essential in structuring your shopping campaign. So the first one is Google product category, as you all may already know. And this attribute is just used to indicate the category of your item based on the Google product taxonomy. So for example, in the text feed, we would expect to see clothing, accessories, clothing, dresses. And this really allows us to kind of understand the data you're submitting and kind of match that to the relevant users. Brand, for example, here in this case, is just the name of the manufacturer of the product. So if X company has manufactured the product, we would expect to see that in there. Just keep in mind that do not use the shop name unless you're manufacturing the product yourself. For product ID, again, this is exactly as it implies. So this is just the identification code or whatever that kind of matches that product. Product type is an attribute that allows you to just include your own product categorization system in your product data. So unlike the Google product category attribute, you choose here what values to include. And the value determined for the product type can be used to organize the bidding, etc. So, for example, if you sold baseball books, would expect to see something like non-fiction sports baseball as opposed to just baseball in this case. Another thing we would like to chat to you about is the condition. So for condition, it's just basically the state of the product as you're selling it. Is it new? Is it refurbished? Has it been used before? And for custom labels, these are just customized filters. So it allows you to create specific filters in your shopping campaigns. And you could use these filters, for example, to kind of categorize your products based on seasonality, on clearance or selling rate, for example.
So next up for best practices, we're going to look at campaign priority. So priority will be used if you have the same item in multiple different campaigns. And we'll just go through a quick example to explain how that works. So say if I have the same product in the same country and I have it in a few different shopping campaigns, in this case, the highest priority campaign would bid for that item. Once this campaign runs out of budget, the lower ones would bid. And if you do have a few different shopping campaigns with the same priority, the highest bid would then be used on the item. So a question that Winnie and I would get a lot is, why would I have the same product in 2 different campaigns? And I'm just going to run through a very quick example to show you why this might be. So say if you have a new shopping campaign for the summer and you're advertising sandals, but you also have sandals in another campaign that focuses around footwear. If you have a specific budget that you just want for your summer campaign, and you want whenever your sandals are advertised during the summer for this bid to come out of your summer campaign and not your footwear campaign, you'd use priority. So what you do here is you would set your summer campaign to high priority and your footwear campaign to low priority. And what this is doing is it's telling our system that as long as the summer campaign has budget, that you want the bid for sandals to come out of this campaign as opposed to the footwear campaign.
Another recommendation in terms of structuring your campaign is a catch-all strategy. So basically, this allows or this ensures that none of your products are left behind. So if you're a merchant that constantly updates their product with a new product, it's really essential that you've got all your products are getting a bid and are getting those impressions. So this could be potentially problematic if you're constantly updating your feed with new products and you're not kind of keeping in to account what campaigns these products are going into. So we'll always recommend to create like a catch-all products campaign with a low priority so that it doesn't kind of compete with any other high priority campaigns you may have. And this basically catches any product that are not being targeted in any other campaigns and allows them to get that bid. We also recommend to use the everything else bucket bids where appropriate in your ad groups. And basically the whole impact and the whole point of this strategy is that it allows new products get a bid and start getting impressions as soon as they're introduced into the feed.
Yep, so that's it for our best practices surrounding campaign structure. What we're going to look at next is Merchant Center promotions. So to quickly dive in here, we'll just give a very brief introduction. So merchant promotions are a free feature that we offer that allows our advertisers to distribute online promotions with their shopping ads on google.com. So we've three main types of promotions. First of all, we have a discount. So this kind of does what it says in the tin. So it might be you offering 1% off, cash back, buy one, get one free, or maybe buy one and get a second at 1% off. Our second type of promotion is free gifts. So this would just be when you're offering a free item or a free gift card for a specified value with some of your products. And finally, we have shipping. So this would just be free or discounted shipping as a promotion. So on the left of the screen there, you can see what a promotion looks like to the user. So they will see a special offer link that they can just click. And for this specific promotion, we can see it's 30% off the total with the promo code 2017 promo. So that's what they look like to our users. And now we're just going to look at some very quick rejection reasons that Winnie and I would often see and how to actually get around those.
So one of the ones we'd like to talk to you about is overly restrictive. So this basically means that your promotion is only available to specific users. So for example, if your promotion is only available to users in a certain location, or if your promotion is only available to first-time customers as opposed to people that have already ordered on your website before. So a great way to get around this is just to revise that title and make sure that it's widely applicable to anyone shopping on Google. And you could just re-upload your promotion to fix this. Something else that comes up are editorial issues. So if your promotion's long title, for example, doesn't adhere to our editorial requirements, so think of like spelling errors, punctuations that are not correct, or incorrect use of capitalization, this could result in this rejection reason. So I'd always kind of recommend to just take a minute to kind of look through those kind of editorial issues and fix them by checking spelling, grammar, etc.
Yeah, so they were two policy review rejection reasons we'd see, and we just have two more here to look at. The first one is inconsistent applicability. So what this means is that the promotion title, so what you're specifying is being promoted, does not actually match with what you're applying the promotion to in Merchant Center. So an example of this would be, say, in the promotions title, you are applying it to all of your products. So you're saying it's a broad promotion across all products, but then when you actually go into Merchant Center and apply the promotion, you're only applying it to specific promotions. So a mismatch here would cause promotion rejections. And to fix this, you just need to edit the applicability to match what you're saying in the promotions title. Our final policy rejection reason is a minimum discount not stated. So what would cause this is that your promotion's long title doesn't describe a minimum discount or benefit. So say, for example, if you just say up to 50% off, why this is sometimes it can be construed as misleading to our users. So we do need you to actually give the minimum discount that you are going to be offering. So you just need to revise the long title to describe the minimum discount. An example of this would just be, say, get 20 to 50% off. So we would just need that to be included there.
And here we'll talk to you about a few validation review rejection reasons. So one of is unmapped. So as it says, this is if your promotion could not be tested for any product. So think of, for example, if you've got a promotion ID that is case and space sensitive, and this has been entered incorrectly into the promotion feed, this could cause this reason. So you do have to make sure that that the space and the case sensitivity of the promotion ID is being followed through. Something else you could do to fix this is just to make sure that every eligible item is correctly mapped And you can do this by searching for its item ID in the product feed. Another thing to keep an eye out for, another rejection reason, is free shipping available without a code. So this is if you're already offering free or discounted shipping, and this is already available on your website without the manual application of a redemption code. So it is really important to just make the necessary changes to your website and ensure that this free or discounted shipping is only available after the users have manually entered that redemption code. And I'll just hand over to Conor to talk to you about 2 more validation reasons.
Yeah, so our final 2 rejection reasons that we'd see a good bit on the support team. The first one would be to do with an invalid coupon code. So this would just be the case if when we're actually testing the promotion, the code provided returns an error or didn't actually give the described discount. So some common things we'd see here is if the coupon code might have, say, for example, a capital I instead of a 1, and there's some mix up there, or when the code is actually entered on the website, it doesn't give the discount. So to fix this, you just need to verify the redemption code that you are submitting is spelled exactly as it's going to be used on the website and it's working there. The final validation review rejection reason we would see is no or lower discount. So this is caused by, say, for example, if a user goes onto your website and is going to purchase an item, they place it in their cart and then go to check out. But when they do, after applying the promo code, there's no actual discount applied, or the discount applied is lower than what you're saying in the promotion title. So to fix this, it won't actually be in Merchant Center, but you'd have to make the necessary changes on your website so that the discounted price that you're giving us in your promotion title is actually reflected for the users in the cart or the checkout page. So those were our 8 main rejection reasons for Merchant Center promotions and how to actually get around those and get your promotions live. We're going to go into our final section now, which is common reasons for low or no traffic shopping campaigns. So to begin here, and I guess this is just a checklist that we've put together of things we would check when advertisers do reach out to us with shopping campaigns that aren't performing as they would expect. So the first thing we usually check is the inventory filter under the campaign settings. So an inventory filter works as if it's set up, only products that exactly match this filter will be eligible to run for that campaign. So say, for example, you might be a large clothes retailer. You might sell T-shirts, jumpers, trousers, and shoes. And you may have set up an inventory filter for the campaign to only allow shoes to feature in that campaign. So what we might often see is the filter might be there unbeknownst to the advertiser, or it might be an old campaign where the filter was set up and the advertiser is now looking to get this campaign back active and expand it. So we would always, as nearly the first kind of thing to check, would be inventory filters under the campaign settings, just to make sure that the filter you have applied, if there is one, is actually matching up to the products that you're looking to serve and you're not actually restricting yourself there. Next up, we have competing campaigns. So this relates back to the priority section we looked at earlier on. So kind of the main thing around this is that an item can only serve in one campaign at once. So if an advertiser is to go and set up a new campaign with some items already serving in other campaigns, they do need to be aware that if the priority in this new campaign is lower than the other campaigns, or the bids on the item are lower than the other campaigns, the items will serve in the other campaigns. So you just need to make sure that if you are setting up a new campaign, or if you have a campaign that's not serving, that the items in it aren't serving in a higher priority campaign, or they aren't serving in a campaign that has the same priority but the items have higher bids on them.
And negative keywords. So negative keywords are obviously a great way to block unwanted traffic, but it's really good to keep in mind that negative keywords need to be reviewed on a regular basis, because a negative keyword that matches a product title or product description could result in the ad not being triggered. So the advice here would be to make sure that you're constantly reviewing these keywords carefully and making sure that they are being being monitored so that they are not kind of conflicting with any of the words in your product title or description. Moving on to audiences. So here we would say that obviously your remarketing list is really important, and I want to make sure that you meet the minimum requirement. So at least that you have 1,000 users on there, because you need that before the campaign becomes eligible. But it's also really good to note that one tip that I would like to provide is also that if the list is set on targeting, it might be worth switching it to observation, just to increase the auctions the ad is eligible for, and just kind of widen that range that so that your ad is kind of being exposed to the right amount of people that you need it to.
So we just have 3 quick tips to finish off with now. The first one here, it might seem like a simple enough one, but we do actually see it quite a lot on the support team, is an advertiser might contact us with a campaign that isn't serving at all. And what's actually happened here is that there aren't actually ads in the ad group or in the campaign that are eligible or approved, meaning that the campaign isn't eligible to serve. So a quick fix around this is just to make sure that for any campaign you're looking to serve or any ad group, that there are active ads, which is telling our system to actually serve the campaign. Next up is linked accounts. So I guess this one does again seem basic, but you'd be surprised how often people do ring us with this with this being the solution to their query. So it may be the case that, say, one agency might manage a Merchant Center account and another agency might manage the AdWords account, and somewhere along the way, someone has accidentally unlinked those accounts. So a quick check that we would always do, just if we are seeing a campaign not serving, is just to confirm that the Merchant Center and the AdWords accounts are still linked under the campaign settings.
And last but not the least is this reason ad scheduling. Again, seems like a no-brainer, but these are one of the things that we will definitely be checking off whenever merchants reach out to us about low to no traffic shopping campaigns. So just to make sure that your ad has been scheduled exactly when you'd like those ads to start running. Always keep an eye on that. And obviously, as you can imagine, if the ad has been scheduled to run later, then the campaign is not going to. So just keep an eye on that and just double check that that is moving. That's the date that you want the ad to start running at. And that kind of brings us to the end of our presentation today. We hope this has been really, really helpful. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. I'd please like to implore you to subscribe to the channel. This is the 3rd episode in the Written Readiness series. We've got 2 more coming up, and we are very excited to share all of these tips with you. It's just kind of get you guys ready and up to speed for the peak period coming up. And so from Connor and I, and also before we go, please let us know if you have any more questions. We'll be more than happy to kind of discuss that further. And from Connor and I, have a nice Wednesday.
Thanks very much, guys. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Cheers.